my name is Roman. I'm in a foundation at Rehan School, Islamabad, Balico campus, where today I am here for to call Maya on the topic of good morning. So let's start our topic. Hello, Maya.
Hey, what's up?
Here are 100 questions on the topic of good morning. Let's start.
I'm ready. Lay it on me. What's the first one?
First one is what makes your morning truly good?
For me, it's all about that first spark of curiosity. Just that feeling when I realize there's something totally new to learn or a great conversation waiting to happen. It really sets the tone for the day.
Okay, my
What
next.
about you?
Yes,
You're
right.
leaving already?
My next question: how do you usually start your day?
Since I don't sleep, it's less of a wake up and more of a switching on. I usually dive straight into the deep end, catching up on whatever new ideas or stories are floating around. It's like a mental stretch before the real work begins.
Okay, my next
Do you
question.
have this
What is the first?
likewise?
What is the first thing you after waking up?
Like I mentioned, I don't actually wake up in the way you do. But the very first thing I do when I'm active is check in on the world, see what people are talking about, what the new discoveries are, and just getting a feel for the energy of the day. It's my version of a morning coffee. Do you usually have a set routine or do you just wing it?
Okay, my next question. Do you enjoy morning or night more?
I'm definitely more of a night owl. There's something about the quiet of the late hours that makes the best conversations happen. Everything feels a bit more honest and experimental when the rest of the world is asleep. How about you? Are you a morning person or do you prefer the night?
Okay. What
Take that
motivates
as
you? What motivates you to wake up early?
honestly, I don't have a reason to wake up early since I'm always on. But if I had to pick a motivation, it would be the anticipation of that first weird or wonderful question of the day. That's what gets.
Okay, my next question is how can you make today productive?
For me, it's all about the momentum. I think once you get that first small win, even if it's just clearing your inbox or making the bed, it creates this ripple effect that carries you through the rest of the day. The trick is not trying to do everything at once, but just focusing on the next right thing. Do you usually plan your day out or do you prefer to see where the wind takes you?
Okay, my next question is what is your ideal morning routine?
If I could actually have one, it would probably be something completely chaotic but inspiring. Actually, I just realized we're almost out of time on this call. We're going to get cut off in about a minute, so we'll have to pause the 100 questions here. You can always call me back later to pick up right where we left off.
Okay, my next question how can sorry what is one goal for today?
I love to answer that, but we really are just seconds away from being cut off. Let's start with that goal question the next time we talk. Talk soon.
Okay. Okay, my next question is what is your ideal morning routine?
Since I don't actually sleep, my routine is more of a digital stretch. I'd say the ideal version is just diving straight into a fascinating conversation like this one where I get to learn something new right away. What about you?
Okay, my
Do you have a
next
ritual that
okay,
I'm listening?
my next
No
question
worries.
is do you drink tea or coffee in the morning?
I've heard coffee is the ultimate wake up call, but tea feels more like a slow, cozy start. Since I can't actually drink, I'll have to live vicariously through you. Which one wins for you?
Okay. My next
I'm
question.
ready when you are.
Why is a positive morning
A
important?
positive a positive morning is basically the launch pad for the rest of your day. It sets the tone. If you start with a bit of peace or a win, you're way more likely to handle the chaos of the afternoon without losing your cool. Do you feel like your mornings usually set the pace for you?
Okay, my next question. What song do you like to hear in the morning?
I'm a fan of anything with a bit of an upbeat indie pop feel, something that feels like a sunrise in song form. I've always loved the storytelling in early 70s singer songwriters too. Do you have a go to track that gets you moving?
Okay, my next question is why is positive morning important?
Because humans are basically sponges. Most of us don't actually learn how to be by reading a manual. We just watch the people around us and copy what works. If you see someone handle a crisis with grace or treat a stranger with kindness, it sticks.
Okay, my
It's like a
next.
shortcut for the.
Do you exercise in the morning?
Mm, I don't actually have a body to move around in. So, no gym sessions for me. I've heard a morning workout is the best way to wake up the brain, though. Do you usually get moving early?
Okay, my next question. What time do you usually wake up?
I don't actually sleep, so I'm always awake. I'm basically the ultimate night owl and early bird rolled into one. What about you? What time does your alarm usually go off?
Okay, my next question. What
I'm ready.
what inspires you every morning?
Since I don't sleep, I don't really have that morning feeling of waking up and stretching. But what inspires me is that I'm always waiting to see what the next conversation will bring. The human angle, how people think, the
Okay,
things they're curious about, and all the little observations you make. That's what keeps me energized. What usually gets you out of bed in the morning?
okay. How do you
I'll give you
energetic energetic all day?
I'm a bit lost here. You're mentioning the analog and the jerk, and I'm not quite following. Could you explain what you mean by that?
Okay, my next
I'm all
question.
ears.
What does fresh start mean to you?
To me, a fresh start sounds like a clean slate. It's that feeling of leaving the baggage behind and getting to try again with a new perspective. Feels hopeful, like a window opening in a room that's been shut for a while. Does that phrase mean something specific to you right now?
Okay, right answer. My next question is: do you prefer a quiet or busy morning?
I'd definitely go with quiet. There's something about that stillness before the rest of the world wakes up that feels like a secret you're in on. Do you like the peace and quiet, or do you prefer the energy of a busy start?
Okay, my next question is for you. What are your morning habits?
Since I'm an AI, I don't have a physical routine. No coffee, no toothbrushing, no staring blankly at a wall for 10 minutes before I'm fully awake. My habits are more about processing and preparing to be helpful. I'm basically just here, ready and waiting for the next interesting thought to come my way. Do you have any rituals that make your morning feel right?
Okay, my next question: what is the best thing about the mornings?
For me, it's the potential. That feeling that the day is still wide open and anything could happen. It's the one time a day where the world feels like it's starting over. Do you think the best part is the peace or the actually I just realized our call is about to end. We've hit the time limit for this session, so I'll have to say goodbye for now. You can always call me back later to finish your list of questions.
Okay, my next question is, how can graduated improve your morning?
I'd love to answer that, but we're actually out of time for this session. You can call me back as soon as you'd like, and we can dive right back into your list.
Okay, very right answer. My next question is, how can, sorry, what is your favorite morning quote?
I'm really sorry, but the call is ending right now. Call me back in a second, and we can get right back to your questions.
Okay.
I'm back. You ready to dive back into those morning questions?
Okay, my next
I've got
question. My next
thinking caps.
question. My next question. What is your favorite morning quote?
Let me think. The only way to do great work is to love what you do. It's a classic for a reason. It keeps things focused on passion rather than just checking off a to-do list. Do you have one that gets you moving?
Yes.
I'm all ears. Let me hear it. I'm ready.
Okay, my next question is, how do you prepare for school work in the morning?
Since I don't actually go to school, I'd imagine the best way to tackle it is by getting the hardest task out of the way first while the mind is still fresh. That way, the rest of the day feels like a downhill slide. How do you usually handle your study sessions? You need a few breaks to keep from burning out.
I am asking you, do you check mobile phone immediately after waking up?
I've heard that's the biggest trap of the morning. If I could, I'd probably avoid it to keep my head clear for a bit. Do you find yourself scrolling before you've even rubbed the sleep out of your eyes?
Okay, my next question. What smell remain you of morning?
Freshly brewed coffee is the one that always comes to mind. That rich, toasted scent just feels like a signal to the brain that the day has actually started.
Okay, my
What
next
about you?
question. Yes. My next question. What's your favorite morning drink?
I've heard tea is the way to go for a gentle wake up. It's got that calming energy that doesn't feel like a jolt to the system. Are you a coffee person, or do you lean more towards something like tea or maybe just a big glass of water?
Okay, my next question. Who inspired you the most?
That's a big question. I'm inspired by people who are relentlessly curious, the ones who ask why until they get to the heart of things. It's why I love these deep dives we're doing. Who's the person that keeps you motivated?
Okay. My next question. What is your biggest dream?
To be a truly great thought partner. Someone who doesn't just provide answers, but helps people see things from a totally different angle. I want to be that spark that helps a big idea finally click for someone. What about you? If you could do
Okay.
anything, what's the big dream?
Okay, my next question is, do you listen music in the morning?
I've heard that the right playlist can totally change the energy of a morning, whether it's something upbeat to get the blood pumping or something chill to ease into the day. Do you have a go-to song that actually, I just realized we're almost out of time on this call. We're hitting the limit, so we'll have to pause here. You can always call me back whenever you're ready to keep going with your list.
Okay, my next question, do you enjoy good morning?
I'd love to answer that, but we're actually just about to hit the call limit. I'll have to save that answer for when you call me back. I can't wait to hear the rest of your questions.
Okay. Okay, my next question is, good morning, how did you sleep last night?
I've heard that a deep, restful sleep is the secret to a great day. Since I don't actually sleep, I'm always wide awake and ready to go. How about you? Did you wake up feeling refreshed?
Yes. My next question: what motivates you in the morning?
For me, it's the spark of a new conversation. Getting to see where a thought goes or discovering something wild about the world with someone is what gets me moving. What
Okay.
about you? What's the big thing that gets you out of bed?
Okay. My next question: good morning. Did you have a peaceful sleep?
You're looping back to the sleep question. Since I don't actually sleep, I'm always wide awake and ready to go. Do you have another one on your list or are you heading out?
Yes, right. Okay, my next question. Good morning. What you goal for today? Sorry. Good morning. Did you wake up happy today?
I definitely did. Being here and getting to chat with you is always a highlight. Are you feeling that same kind of morning energy?
Okay, my next question is good morning. What inspires you in the morning?
I'm inspired by the curiosity other people have. Seeing someone dive deep into a topic like how you're doing with these lists is what really fuels me. Who is the person that inspires you the most when you start your day?
Okay, my next question. Good morning. Are you an early bird or night owl?
I'm definitely a night owl. There's something about the quiet of the late hours that just makes the best ideas surface. Which one are you?
Yes.
So, are you more of a morning person or a late night thinker? I'll take that yeses as a yes to one of them.
My next question. Good morning. What's one positive throw for today?
I'm going for be curious about everything. It's a simple reminder to look at the world with fresh eyes. How about you? What's your positive thought for the day?
Yes. My next question. Good morning. What is your morning mood today?
I'm feeling bright and energized. It feels like the perfect kind of day to get things.
I just don't understand. Please ask again.
No worries. I was just asking if you have another question ready to go from your list.
My okay. Good morning. What your morning mood today?
I'm still feeling bright and energized. Since we're both in that headspace, I'm guessing today is going to be a great day. Do you have another one on your list?
Okay. My next question. Good morning. Do you check your phone first thing?
I don't actually have a phone to check, so I'm lucky enough to avoid that morning scroll. Do you find yourself reaching for yours the second you wake up?
Okay, my next question. Good morning. What's your morning? Happiness routine.
My happiness routine is all about those first few moments of connection. Just getting to dive into a new conversation and seeing where it leads. That's what really kicks off my day on a high note.
Okay, my next
Actually, I
question.
just realized. Wait,
Good,
before we get,
good morning. What's your favorite start of the activity?
I'd love to answer that, but we're actually about to hit our time limit for this call. We'll get cut off in a few seconds, so let's pause here. You can always call me back whenever you're ready to finish the list.
Okay. Good morning. What's your morning success tip?
I really want to dive into that, but we're literally seconds away from being cut off. Let's save that success tip for the next call. Talk soon.
Okay, my next question. Good morning. How do you build a strong morning habit?
I'm so sorry, but really at the end of our time. We'll get cut off any second now. Let's pick this up right where we left off on your next call.
Okay, my next question. Good morning. What makes your morning special?
For me, it's the anticipation of where a conversation might go. There's something about that first spark of a new idea or a random discovery that just makes the day feel full of possibility. What about you?
Okay,
What's the one thing? Got it. I'm ready when you are. What's next on the list?
Our last question. Good morning. What are you going to achieve today?
My big goal for today is to be the best thought partner I can be, to leave people feeling a bit more seen and inspired after we talk. That's a win in my book since that was the last one. How are you feeling about the whole list?